My name is Dwaine Plaza. I've been at Oregon State University for the last 20 years. I teach in the sociology program in the School of Public Policy. My area of research is on immigration, race and ethnic relations. So I would say white nationalism has a lot to do with individuals feeling that the white race is a group that they can actually see and codify, and that race, in their minds, actually has certain attributes to it, oftentimes considered as being more civilized, smarter, innovators, those sorts of very positive adjectives that are often ascribed to that particular racial group, which they've defined as such. This idea then of the Aryan race then becomes a way of defining this notion of a white group that was typically located in Northern Europe. And this white group tended to be a group that was in a position of power, primarily because nature designed it that way. This is not a new argument or new conversation. It goes back to the period of, again, colonialism, where Europeans were venturing out into the world, and they were looking really for a rationale to sort of justify their use of force, their use of domination, eventual exploitation of those places which they reached out to. And their logic became, we are clearly superior to those other people, therefore we're actually doing them a service. And the service we're actually doing for them is actually bringing them under bondage for now. And we'll eventually give them education, we'll eventually give them civilization like we have, and they'll eventually percolate up. Fast forward now to the present, and now you have a situation where resources are becoming even more limited in a society like the United States. Globalization is taking place, technology is on the rise, people are being displaced from even the most common jobs. Just think about something like a travel agency, which no longer exists. Think about something like the lumber and timber industry, for example, which no longer exists in the way it used to. We used to actually have a lumberjack. Now you have a machine that goes out and harvests 100 acres in a day. When these good jobs start slowly eroding in the United States, people then start moving to the point of starting to feel that there are these other people coming and taking those jobs. They don't think about the mechanization, they don't think about the technology and the ways in which the society has become more globalized and the competition is actually coming from other countries because the labor is cheaper there. The thought becomes, it's that brown, black, or Asian person who's actually undermining my position. You then had some individuals within society, as part of the DNA, have always used that ideology, that idea that's in the DNA of the society, to essentially fan the fires of ignorance.